All right, Shalom. First, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to like. This right here, as you've seen on the screen, is little a little part from this book called "Behold a Pale Horse." Behold a Pale Horse. This is the PDF I have. All right. This is a really good book. I believe brothers should. Brothers should definitely invest in that. It's not expensive. You can just get the PDF online for free, or you can get the physical book, whichever you please. But it has a lot of good information in here. All right, primarily the really things we know, but it goes pretty in depth. All right, on these elites plans and all that. You have FEMA. All right, you have silent weapons for quiet wars, social secret societies in the New World Order. All right, anti-drug abuse, really behind the scenes things. All right, this is really good. UFOs in Area 51, alien implants, New World Order. All right, so there's a lot in here, but as I was reading, all right, I came across this part right here, which is very interesting. All right, and I took it as very spiritual. Okay, whether the writer intended to do that or not, but just through the spirit, I'm gonna read it, get a couple precepts. Okay, so it says here, I fear for the little ones, the innocents who are already paying for our mistakes. All right, because see, this guy, he tells you, all right, how for writing this book, there's a lot of people that said a lot of negative things about him. Whether saying that he was drunk. He was in a group. He was this. He was that. He was paid. All that stuff. But he says, hey, look at what he's written in there, and look at the proof and the facts. And regardless of what they say about him, does that change the proof? Does that change what he said from being real? And really, that's like us, because regardless of how much they're gonna persecute us or demonize us or what they're gonna do, it's not gonna stop prophecy from happening. What the words the Lord put in our mouths to prophesy, it's not them demonizing us and persecuting us isn't gonna stop those prophecies from coming to pass. All right, and Lord's will do a sit down on that. All right, but the chip is still gonna come to pass. All right, martial law is still gonna be declared. A lot of people are still gonna die. 2/3 of the nation of Israel are still gonna die. So regardless of what you do to us, we're just the messengers, telling you what's gonna happen. If you watching TV and the weatherman tells you it's gonna rain today, and because you don't like to hear that it's gonna rain, you go and shoot him up, and later on it's still gonna rain. So his death or his life isn't gonna stop the rain from happening. All right, but going on, it says here, I fear for the little ones, the innocents who are already paying for our mistakes. There exists a great army of occupationally orphaned children. They are attending government-controlled daycare centers and latchkey kids who are running wild in the streets. Now, who does that sound like? That's talking about Jake. Okay, when you hear things like this, man, it's talking about Jake, because nobody else is really known for doing things like that. Running wild in the streets. What do you see Jake doing? That's all they do. And this, let me get the precept on that. Isaiah chapter 51 verse 20. Thy sons have fainted; they lie at the head of all the streets. As a wild bull in a net, they are full of the fury of the Lord, the rebuke of thy power. Okay, and that's why you see Jake on the corners, in different areas and gangs and all that, ready to like freaking hurt you for no reason. You got a lot of Jake that are just rah rah, just like, like as if you did something to them. All right, but this right here is talking about Jake, man, and not only just this southern tribe, all right, or just Judah. No, man, all the tribes. Okay, it says, and the lopsided, emotionally wounded children of single welfare mothers. Who's that? Who is on who is primarily on welfare, have single mother homes? That's all part of the curses. And who were those curses put on the Israelites, which today would be primarily you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay, so it says, born only for the sake of more money in the monthly check. All right, now here it says emotionally wounded children. Why? Because when the father's not at home, okay, because here it says single welfare mothers. When the father's not at home, you don't have a stable or the stability. All right, you need both your father and your mother at home to have a stable, mentality, have a balance. All right, but that's all part of the scriptures. What is that? Deuteronomy 28 verse 54. This is one of the curses the Lord put on our nation, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children which he shall leave. So what happens when he leaves his children? They end up having to grow up without a father, and end up growing up in single mother homes. And some of those single mother homes, man, like he said here, born only for the sake of more money in the monthly check. A lot of those mothers, man, they don't really care about their children. They just have them, just so they can get that check, and that's wicked. All right, but that's why you see a lot of these kids, just left undisciplined, running in the streets, wild, like because their mothers don't take care of them, and sometimes it's just her and she's trying her best, but due to the lack of a father figure, the child doesn't grow up proper. Okay, but that's all part of the curses, man. This is Deuteronomy 28 verse 56. The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, is showing you how our women used to be. Her eye shall be evil toward her husband of the husband of her bosom. Because in the ancient world, our women were delicate, they were feminine, they were soft, you feel like you being around a woman, Here it is, you got these brolic, three-headed beasts that run around with some torn up weave on, okay, ready to damn near eat your face off. All right, looking hideous, ass caving inward, looking like freaking truck tires in their midsection, and they damn near out here all proud as hell, trying to put their whatever little hair they have into a bun. All right, and they're just like, and they're just ruthless. A lot of them, you see them, you're like, damn, man, how the hell? Like, that's a woman? And forget that now. You got women just trying to become men. Transgenders and all that stuff. Because that's how far we've fallen over people. Here it is, we went from having delicate women to these wild animals, and not all of them, but for the most part, man, it's crazy out here, man. These women are out of control. All right, but it's all part of the curses the Lord put on us. Our people were not designed to be this way. The Lord did not create us to be like this. Okay, and very soon that curse is going to be lifted. All right, starting with the Lord's elect. But you 2/3, man, you're going to have to go. So it says, her eye shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom. That's why, you hear, 9 times out of 10, you hear a nigga woman screaming on the phone. It's about what? Talking to her baby daddy, talking about her baby daddy, talking ish about him, Oh, he's this, he's that. Oh, he ain't this, he ain't that. Man. So it says, and toward her son and toward her daughter. Okay? Her eyes shall be evil towards them. She does not really care about them. And that's why here he said what? Born only for the sake of more money in the monthly check. It says, and that's why you have a lot of these women committed, having abortions and stuff, which is against the scriptures. It says, open your eyes and look at them, for they are the future. Which that's the spirit. Yeah, Israel is the future, because the scriptures also say what? Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. All right. So it says, in them I see the sure and certain destruction of this once proud nation. Whoa, 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 whoa. Well, if that's not in the scriptures, then man. He said what? He sees the sure and certain destruction. Is the Lord not going to destroy America for the nation of Israel's sake, starting with his elect? Did the Lord not say, there it is, Jeremiah 51 verse 20. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war, for with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms. Is America not a kingdom? And with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider, and with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider. Okay, and it goes in and goes on. But what? It's written, man. He said what? In them I see the sure and certain destruction of this once proud nation. What nation is that? America. And that's written of in the scriptures, man. In their vacant eyes I see the death of freedom. They carry with them a great emptiness. All right, because Jake is what? And what did the scriptures say? It says here, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Okay, and that's why Jake is empty nowadays, man, because they seek, but they can't find. All right. Amos 11 verse 7. It says, what then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained, and the rest were blinded. Israel seeking, they seeking, but they can't find it. And a lot of Jake have just been beat down and just been broken since slavery and constant oppression. All right, and due to lack of hope, okay, they're just, you know what I mean, like it says, empty. But the elect are not. All right, the Lord has that elect as that remnant. It says, and someone will surely, now pay attention, someone will surely pay a great price for their suffering. Did the Lord not say he's gonna avenge us? Well, isn't that in the scriptures? Jeremiah 30 verse 16. Therefore all they that devour thee, the nation of Israel, all they that devour us, shall be devoured. And all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity, slavery. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all they that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. So that's someone that will surely pay a great price is these heathens, these other nations, primarily Esau. All right, the so-called white man. That's our top number one enemy. Okay, and those are the ones who, man, oh boy, they're gonna pay a great price. Revelation chapter 18 verse 6. Reward her even as she rewarded you. All right, and double unto her double according to her works, in the cup which she hath filled to, and it which she hath filled to her double. Okay, so man, hey man, that the Lord is gonna come and get that revenge. All right, he's gonna avenge us, man. He hears our cries. Okay, and that's very spiritual, man. As I was reading it, you know, that's why it's a beautiful thing to have the Holy Spirit, because you're able to see and break down and filter things you see in this world today through the scriptures. You know, that's a beautiful thing, man. All right, so let me end it off with this precept right here, because the Lord is gonna avenge us. The Lord is gonna avenge us, man. All right, real soon we're gonna be free of this wicked society. I believe it's Revelation, I want to say 6th chapter. Here it is, Revelation 6 and 9. And when he had opened the 5th seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them which were slain for the word of the Most High and the testimony which they held. Okay, and that's what really the elect, the martyrs. All right, which they're gonna be martyrs. Okay, you know, some of us are gonna have to die. All right, for the word of the Lord. You know, for denying the chip, for denying Esau. Okay, and staying faithful to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. But what, at the end of the day, we're not really gonna die. We're gonna our spirit is gonna be separated from this body. But that's just what, that right then and there, we're gonna be assured that everlasting life. All right, that crown. Okay, so it says, and they cried with a loud voice, saying, how long, O Lord, holy and true, dost thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on earth? What did he say? Someone will surely pay a great price for their suffering. Okay, getting beheaded, getting slain for the word of the Lord is suffering. Being oppressed constantly day in and day out is suffering. Going through what we went through under these nations, primarily Esau, is suffering, and the Lord is going to avenge us. Okay, but that's it. You know, that's it for today. You know, and hey, this book is very good. You know, I definitely recommend us to take a look at it. All right, but Lord willing, this video was edifying unto the elect, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. We almost out of here, man. Just keep on enduring. The Lord is about to show his hand. The Lord is about to show miraculous, wondrous things. you know. And hey, it's best to be faithful now, because when that time comes, everybody's gonna want to be included, want to be on the good side. All right, but it's only a select few, man. So, Lord, this was edifying to the elect, and Shalom.